What is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Transport Fever 2. Now, I apologise first and foremost as there was not an upload on Monday this week, which was the 14th of September. Unfortunately, last weekend I was very, very busy, as those people who watch my vlogs and know about what's going on in my personal life are aware. We're expecting a little baby soon. So, a lot of that was prep work and running around organising everything as we're due in the next week or two, where our little man, our little critter, will be joining the world. But I'm going to record today. Today's Friday, the 18th of September. This video will come out today. Well, it's now 6:30 tonight as you're watching this. So, hi, future people. Anyway. What we're doing is a continuation of the second Halo line and just making sure everything's up and running. We're here at Epston still, as the little Thomas Tank Engine train runs off and does his bit. That's all going swimmingly. The only thing we are going to do, firstly, is that train... Yep, cool. I need to do something about this line because it is horrendous. As you can see, there's 504 people waiting to go from one end of the line to the other, and on this side it's pretty much 300. So we're going to start with fixing that. Unfortunately, it means Thomas and Percy will be saying goodbye to, but I'm going to maybe chuck them on a different line, probably out somewhere near Sydney. But we're going to get straight into that today, right after the intro.
It's all the same when you're out of your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn.
Okay, and we're now back from the intro, sitting just outside of Epston Station. As you can see, Epston's still over there. We're going to get straight into fixing up this little here branch line, where we're going to manage these here vehicles. Unfortunately, Thomas and Percy, we have to say goodbye to them, because they are just not going to be able to do the things that I want them to do, and that's very, very sad. So what we are going to do is we're going to find some locos really quickly that can do some stuff that means they're going to go a bit faster. There's that, I mean, he does 81, but only has a power of 300, so that's a bit disappointing. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to chuck something on here that's, there you go, all these downloads, and I've got plenty of these particular locos now, and I didn't actually need them before. But there you go, it's all... It is what it is. I mean, there's not much you can do in this world these days. What we're going to do is we're going to chuck a couple of these little hoodads on, because they do 1100 kilowatt. So I'm going to do one of you, and I'm going to do... What else am I going to do? I'm going to chuck a green one on, because why not? Oh, I can't do that. It's not going to let me. Cool. Well, that's fun and exciting. All right, so we'll get rid of one, and I'll just change the loco. Where is it nearest? It's nearest the moguls. Okay, that's fine. I can work with that. Okay, and then we're going to go and grab ourselves a couple of these things. Although they do 120k now, which is a bit of an overkill. I mean, I could just whack these things on there, and that'd be... Nah, I'm not going to whack them on there. Let's just grab these things, because they just seem like the easiest thing to do. Let's whack one of them. Then we'll whack a couple of first class on there. Then we'll chuck a couple of third class on there. And then we're going to go and find the brake van equivalent, chuck that on the back. And there you go. He's now got 108 capacity. Well, that's interesting. That should make for a bit of a faster turnaround. So that should, in theory, work. I don't need two of them. I mean, two's a bit... Yeah, I mean, two is a slight bit of overkill on that. I don't really need that. I mean, I could have easily gotten away with just doing only one first class and one third class, which I might actually run back and do right quick. That way it'll merit having both trains on at the same time. Let's go to edits. First thing we'll do is we'll give ourselves that other steam thing. Where's the mogul? I've got to find that mogul, because that's when I know I'm at the right one. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the Atlantic. It's in here somewhere. Large Atlantic. There's the mogul. So that's this thing. There you go. And what we'll do is we'll chuck a green one on that one. So now I've got two different engines. So that's good. Get rid of one. Get rid of one. Modify you. And then we'll get out of you and we'll edit you right quick. And we'll get rid of one of you and get rid of one of you, and Bob's your uncle. And that should now be glorious. Yeah, look at that. There you go. That's a bit better. 72 instead of the usual 36. They should sit at 80k an hour without any real drama. Yep, they'll pick up speed without issue. That's always good. And then just because I probably should do it, I might go in here and edit this vehicle right quick, because I don't think it's the right one. We'll come in here, we'll whack him on there. I'm pretty sure it is the same loco, but, you know, we'll just play it safe. There you go. So now we've got that one doing that. He's still got his, yep, passenger trains. That's all hunky-dory. Sweet. Alright, so that's Epston line. That's the Halo to Halo line done now. Haverhill is just going absolutely ham. Now, one thing I did do off camera was I did extend this train by a fair whack. He only had 4 on him originally, now he's got 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this all happens the way that it's supposed to. Although it is taking its sweet time. But the good news is he's going to whack a lot of stuff on there. 129 tool, I mean, that's a lot of tool. Bit of food, bit of fuel, bit of construction. I mean, he's got a bit of everything on there, so that's neither here nor there. But now what we're going to do is we're going to duck out here right quick. Since this train is not doing anywhere near the capacity I would like it to do, we are going to go in here and we are going to manage the vehicle, and we are going to go back in here and we are going to find ourselves a little Thomas the Tank Engine train. We are going to whack him there. We're going to put that one there. That's a mediocre if I've ever seen it. That's fine. We can easily change the passenger wagons on him. Just means we've got to revert back to these old little doodads. Oh, see, I don't like that. That's the late, that's the early bogey. See, the horrible thing is here is that I've got to put up with this nonsense now, so... I mean, it is what it is. Thomas can just have a slightly bigger train. He's not only going to carry 16 passengers each way, because that's just dumb. So, we're going to go and find that brake wagon. There it is. There you go. So now Thomas can make his appearance back on here, and that's going to be hunky-dory. I thought there was a train that just pulled into there, but there isn't. Then the only other thing we need to do is we need to make a change with you, Sunshine. Because I am going to need the old... I'm going to need to find that... I'm going to need to find that Percy. Where's that Percy? Because I can't not have... As you can see... If I'm going to have one, I've got to have the other. Otherwise, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it is mediocre, but... I mean, you know... It is. It is only a little... See, there you go. There goes little Percy. He's doing alright at 80k an hour. They said it was mediocre, but I don't really think it is at all. And then if you come in here to this station, see that Thomas actually looks quite good by comparison. There you go, that looks pretty hunky-dory, if I do say so myself. The only problem is he's extremely short, and you know, the passengers aren't going to like that too much because this station's quite big. But never mind, it is what it is. Although I must say, this doesn't need to be anywhere near as long now because it's not picking up anything from here. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we shorten it all up a bit? I reckon we do. I reckon we just shorten it all up, and that way it doesn't look too overgrossing. And then we speed it up a bit so Percy can pull in, do his little bit, and then he'll take off again. See, that looks a lot better. It's not as horrendously overstocked anymore. Percy does his little miraculous turnaround at the station, and then off he goes. And that's all hunky-dunky. The only problem is, Thomas is going to end up having a right royal pain in the butt of a time trying to get anywhere because he's only got three carriages. But he still picks up enough speed. I mean, his speed's not the issue. But where he is going to go wrong at some point is Crayford to Sydney's only got 10 passengers, which is completely fine. Here you can see my my mainline Halo trains. They're not picking up money just yet, but that's fine. They'll get there with time. That one's getting close. Here you go. Here comes Thomas. Is he going to stop halfway down the station? Yes, he will. See, that's good. I like that. There you go. Here comes the miraculous turnaround that everyone's hoping for. There you go. Miraculous. I know there is a mod to stop it from doing that, but I just can't see the benefit of doing it when he's only going to go in one direction regardless, and I don't think it looks very good when he pushes his train. But what can you do? There you go, he's off now with his 11 passengers. And Percy should be joining him shortly with his... Yeah, here he is. So he gets up to 80. What's Percy doing? Oh, I mean, he's getting up there. Don't write off Percy just yet. Took him a while to get up speed, but he's doing alright. There you go. Beautiful. That's what we like. So Crayford to Sydney's now been overtaken by the trains of Sodor, as one does. Now, let's go and have a look over here, because Buxton... I mean, that is just ludicrous. That's a commercial building. Allegedly. And that is also a commercial building. And they reckon there's supply rating problems. Well, I mean, there's no supply rating problems at all, because, you know, you got some fuels coming into Buxton. What else does Buxton want? Buxton wants food. Well, isn't that just rude? Here come these buses. The buses are doing their bit. Look at that. Buses are coming in. Trains are making money. All the trains are making money. Isn't that lovely? There's currently not many people waiting in Buxton, which is fine. Trostenwald, how's this little bypass thing going that I built? Seems to be doing its part for now. Trostenwald was definitely a town on the grow when we first started things off. Doesn't seem to be doing too much damage nowadays. You are dropping stuff off into there. That's excellent. The little trucks will pick that up. All that's left on here now is 93 bits of tool, which I have no idea what this train's going to do with 93 pieces of tool, but anyway. Train number 1 is very poor. What train are you? Oh, you're over on the Western Branch line. Well, why don't you just can you replace yourselves with each other? No. I'd have to go through that whole process, which I don't really want to do. Modify. Unfortunately, still very bad. Oh well, I'll go over there and fix that later. I want to see what this thing's doing first. I want to see what this here electric... Oh, there goes another train in the opposite direction. That's alright. So as I may have alluded to in the last episode, we're about to pick up some heavy-duty passengerage right here, which is going to be amazing. Train's going to love it. There we go. Look at that. Get rid of all of it. Get it under that thing. Don't be overloaded. Unfortunately, you're still overloaded, but nevertheless, I can't have everything that I want in this life. More construction material and more food. Well, that's great. That's wonderful, is what that is. And there's plenty of construction material and food already on the station, which is equally great. And this seems to be doing quite well for itself. It's a shame that these two trains aren't going to tie up with each other, but nevertheless, it is what it is. He'll have some tool to take back in the opposite direction, and then giddy up yee-haw. At least we know where all his tool went. Because, Jesus. Oh, it's not going to work. Damn it. That's alright. He'll log it up for the next round. There you go, and he'll even leave a little bit there because he only takes 48. And that's fine. He'll take that around the line now, and that's all hunky-dory. And then eventually I might even get around to putting a second train on there once this halo line takes off properly. See, these trains are still doing great, the steamers. Now that I've upgraded them, they're going faster and they can carry more. That's always good. So now we've got an extensive amount of tool, which is great. These halo trains of the original halo line are making me a ton of coin. The halo to halo passenger is now picking up people and dropping people off, and they're now feeding into each other for the halo lines, which is great. That's all brilliant. Very happy with that. But there you go. So that's all happening. How's this thing doing? I mean, this thing will only ever do as good as I let it, ironically, because it only takes a little bit of stone in one direction and then brings back what it makes in the other direction. Here comes a nice big tool drop off, so we'll watch that happen real quick. There we go, off goes the passenger train, in comes the freight train. Yeah, that's definitely looking the part. I don't think it's going to drop any tool off for the township because it doesn't want any tools, so all it's going to do is just drop tool off down here for both sides of the halo, which is awesome. There you go, look at this. So we've got halo to halo freight counterclockwise, and halo freight clockwise. So they're going to pick stuff up from there. Halo to halo's constantly got stuff going, which is fantastic. Yeah, that definitely looking the part there, isn't it? How's this commuter train going? 99 passengers and still not doing that great for money. Not 100% sure as to why that is, but nevertheless. But there you go. That's halo to halo line is definitely looking the part. It's just a case now of, you know, making it all look better, popping some stuff in some places, and then doing the hiya. Now, I did show this last episode, and this has been really quite fun. As you can see, I've got plenty of people wanting to go. I don't know if I actually showed this before. If I haven't, I'm introducing it to you now. Is I've created a little Dukinsfield passenger port, and that takes passengers over here to Castanea. Castanea and Dukinsfield kind of have this back and forth thing with freight, even though it doesn't send any freight backwards. But there's passenger ship here. This thing's doing all right. Look at him. He's tiny as hell. It's just a little ferry service. But it carries 30 people at a time, and then if we go over here and have a quick gander, it's sending people backwards and forwards in both directions, which is wonderful. My trams over here in Castanea are doing good. This thing's doing all right. It's doing its bit. The train service here is making me a absolute mozza of money, which is marvellous. I did do... Oh, hello. I did this in a previous episode, didn't I? Oh, let's do some asset stuff, because asset stuff is always fun. I mean, I could chuck a tram on here, but why the hell would you do that? That's cars, trucks. What's that? Trains. Oh, here you go. I could whack some... Just whack some... Yeah, look at that. That looks quite good. And then I've also got things like this. I mean, I could put a little... I've got a rocket. Look at that rocket. You know what? I've always been a fan of the rocket, and I'm sticking one on my line whether anyone likes it or not. No idea what this thing is. It's a little doodaddy tank engine-y thing. Generic Wagoon. Oh yeah, that looks alright. Problem. That is a problem. 6-wheel coach. That looks alright. 4-wheel coach. That also looks alright. That's another little thing of some sort. That looks alright. 8-wheel coach. Yeah, they all look alright. Then you got the Crampton. The Crew 2B2B2. Look at that. I got stuff everywhere. How good's that? So then we go into this one, and this is where all my big stuff is. This is all the locos of times past and times current. And then we've got all this stuff. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. This is all big stuff. I mean, I could sit here and I could put stuff in here for days, but I'm probably not going to. Signage. More locoage. These are all just passenger coaches of a certain era, a certain genre. And then, yeah, you got all the... Look at these little... You got these little tank engines. We could do a Sodor Blue, and we could literally just chuck a Thomas. We could literally chuck a Thomas in here as well, which I am going to do quite promptly. There you go. Now I've got another Thomas. Empty construction. I don't know what that is. Why won't you let me chuck a Percy? Industrial green. I mean, that always looks fun. It's a shame I can't do what I wanted to do, but anyway. Yeah, look at that. You are an empty construction. That's interesting. Not sure what that all means, but whatever. Just for fun, I am going to chuck that onto a station. Just to make it look the part. Oh, hello. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Now, you reckon I could chuck something like this on here somewhere? Let's see where we can put ye old signal box. Yeah, we can put that right there. That looks nice. Now, where would I put that? I would probably dare say I would not put that there. I probably would say that I'd put it here. Yeah, that looks the part. Look at that. There you go. I'm just going to chuck a random dude on the station. Because why on earth not? That's just some sort of rando building thing that I'm not going to... That's a British signal box. Not going to do anything more with that. Oh yeah, look at all this stuff. Yeah, this is what we do. Yes. This is looking very Thomas the Tank Engine. But I love it. I love it so very, very much. See, look at this. This is what we wanted. We wanted the ability to make things look nice. And look at it. We've got nice things. This is why we can have nice things. Now, I mean, we could sit here and just shove, you know, trains on any who what station. And I'm going to do it anyway because it looks like something you should do. Yeah, look at that. So now we got a rocket down here. We got bits. I don't know what all that is. Have I got a one planker? Yeah, I'm going to put that right in front of him. And I'm going to put a brake van right there. Cargo, iron ore. Well, what do you want? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Let's chuck a couple of... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hello. That's kind of cool. What can I do with that? Can I put that over here? Yeah. Yeah, oh, I can. And then we're going to chuck just a couple of rando coal wagons along this line, because that's going to look cool. And then we'll fill one with stone. I don't want to do anything with oil or tools or logs or machines or planks. Planks look alright, but no. Plastic, no. Steel, no. Iron ore, no. It's not the right goings on for that. I don't want any food. Goods looks kind of cool. But there you go. That is about pretty much what I wanted out of all of that. Oh, hello. What is this? Standard without the side building. The alternate. What's the alternate? Oh yeah, a large one. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. And you can have one with the doors open. Oh, that's interesting. So, and then there you go. You got all this stuff as well. I mean, this is just turning into a decorations episode, but you know, I'm not. I'm certainly not opposed to these things. Nothing else there that I want to play with. I have no earthly idea what this is. A repair warehouse for steam and locomotive diesels. Well, I mean, that'd be great and all if you'd actually let me set it somewhere. What about if I do this? Are you going to let me... You going to let me do anything with it? Nah, you're just going to sink into the bloody map. Oh, well, see, that's disappointing. What if I go over here? Nah, you're just a whole bunch of bigger things that I don't want. So your diesel locomotives, your box cars, your rando stuff that I could put anywhere. You're some sort of stall mechanism. You're a car or a truck or whatever you are. And then we got little homes, which we could also put in places, which could be fun. But there you go. That is now a really nice little representation. As much as I've already got a Thomas train on the tracks somewhere else. But if you have a look at that, that just looks... a bit of stone, a bit of coal. I did put a rocket down the bottom so people can look at it while they're at the train station here. There's some wagonage over here. The rando Great Western engine over here. Yeah, that looks nice. And I also put a random thing over here. Because you do these things. But there you go. So, and we've got a signal. Oh, don't forget the signal box and the dude standing on the station. So now we've got a signal box for that, because that makes sense. And that looks amazing. Look at the size of these buildings. Wicked. Okay. Mad. Alpenfeld is going ham. Absolute ham. Over here at Frankston, not so much. But that's neither here nor there. And then if we duck up here to Ashington, what's happening up here in Ashington? You got Ashing Castanea Freight is going gangbusters. And the main Halo counterclockwise, for some reason, just has a hell of a lot of people on it. Not that that's a bad thing. Trains are making me money anyway, so that's all well and good. But there you go. I mean, that's, in a nutshell, that is everything done as I originally had envisaged. That's all going well. Over here should be going well. There's a big diesel sitting there because I remember I put that there. That's right, I'm running double of these things now. I forgot about them. He's still running. Still making money. Only running with 9 passengers. I mean, that could be... That's a little bit problematic, but anyway. Everyone wants to go north up to Tadley, up to the airport. Airport seems to be doing alright. Only 19 passengers. Yeah, I've got to replace you guys. You guys are... Well, yeah, look at you. You're old. Alright, let's replace these guys. Let's grab ourselves one of them funky dory. Where are they? They're here somewhere. I know they are. There they are. 97k an hour. Yep, need you. And then we jump on the passenger wagon aspect of life. And then we're just going to chuck a generic thing on the back of you, front brake, and then a rear brake. We're going to find the right one though. There it is. Chuck you on there, and you're done. There you go. And that's the oil train coming through with its giant oil load that it's doing. It goes right the way through. This thing's picking up only 9 food, which is horrendous. Planes are carrying 12 people. 105 people wanting to go to Halo 1. That's fine. They can do all that. Tadley's not doing a hell of a lot, but that's alright. It is what it is. Not everything was going to be a winner in this regard. You're just the starter island grain train, so you're not doing much of anything. And this whole thing is just gone. There you go. How's Axbridge? Speaking of which, let's duck over here right quick. You have not got much there happening at all. You have more freight than you know what to do with. The tank engines are doing alright. They're still taking 32 passengers, even though there's like 212 people waiting. And then if I zoom down this line over here, there's the bypass that I built. You're carrying a lot and making me a ton of money in the process. What I might do is I might chuck a new train on here. Oh, when I say new train, I mean... yeah, I mean exactly that. I mean exactly a new train. Last thing we're doing for the day, and then we're going to call it a quiddies for the day. just for the day, not on the series, because that would be dumb. Alright, what have I got? I need something that goes a bit faster than that. I mean, I could easily whack one of these. If they had more strength, I would definitely use more of them, but they just don't seem to have a hell of a lot of strength behind them. Now, I don't know if that's a deliberate ploy by the person who made these, but, you know, it is inevitably what it is. Now I need to go and find the tank engine that I'm running these things with. 9 variant 64, 72. You look like my friend. No, you only do 350. You do 300. Okay. So I'm going to need something a bit bigger, I think. 64 kilometres an hour. 80 kilometres an hour, but you don't pull. Why is this always so flippin' difficult? See, these things would be great if they pulled more than 300 kilowatt. Their pulling power is atrocious. Alright, we'll whack him in there. He's got a bit of pulling power to him. And then we'll come in here with, I don't even know what, something. Why do we go from 8 to 18? Like, I understand the idea behind it. Let's do a ducket. Ducket sounds like fun. Where's the rear ducket? There it is. Get a rear ducket on there. You know what? We could even fit a third class ducket in there. If I can find it. It'll be in here somewhere. That looks like a third class ducket. Put that ducket in there, and then we'll go in. We'll find our little ducket rear brake. There you go. Chuck that on there. It's still good. So there you go. Now you got yourself a new lease on life. A little black tank engine that gets up to 80 k's an hour, and it's just going to pull me 54 passengers instead of the previously designated lack thereof with its little tiny passenger coaches. This will do a lot better, methinks. That is now taking a hell of a lot, which is great. It's also doing very bad. Alright. Absolute last thing today. As he keeps saying to himself. You know what? We are going to stick with this. Is it 72? No, it's the other one. 80. This thing. We're going to chuck a southern on there because that's fun. And then we're going to go in and we're going to find these little dooverhickeys that I've been using as part of my overall grand strategy. If I can find it. The problem is that I seem to keep losing things. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. There it is. P&A flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need a brake van to go on the back. So we're going to go to all for that. Because they're somewhere down here. Where are they? There it is. And we're going to stick a Great Western one. No, we're going to stick just a grey towed van. So now that should be done. See, there you go. And we're going to follow him in as we finish up for today. But there you go, folks. Second Halo line is starting to make some money at certain aspects. Thomas and Percy have moved to Sydney, as one does, and yeah, it's all coming together. And we also did a little bit of scenic work. So we'll continue on with the scenic work in the next episode. We'll have a look at other trains and see what else we can finish rebuilding up as this new little train pulls its way into the station there. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Comment your suggestions for anything else you'd like to see me do as part of this series before we move on to something new. In the next season, I will definitely be trying coal, iron ore, and steel, and other things. So stay tuned for that. That should be fun. Like and follow me on Facebook as always, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Click the notification button so you can keep up to date with all things KMDolph. And as my little steam train, we're going to sit over here and watch it, because it's going to be a nice little spot to watch something coming out of a station. As all of that happens, here comes another train. Hello. All things are happening. Passenger train. Goods train. As all this happens, I will see you guys for the next instalment of Transport Fever 2. Take care, everyone.